None of the conversations or comments from us or guests represent DoD or the armed forces.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are tonight's entertainment.
Double kill! Double kill! Double kill!
All right. Can you still hear me?
Go.
Can you still hear me?
Yeah, man.
Okay. You over there quiet, fool. You always worried about something going out.
Everybody can hear you.
You already played the intro?
Yeah, fool.
Oh, I didn't know. How am I supposed to know?
Goodness.
I didn't know that.
Oh no. All right. All right. Your camera went out. You hear me? What in the freaking world? Philly,
Yeah.
your camera. Oh, there you go. What is
I
that?
had to make sure I was right, man.
Oh, I gotta pull this down, man. Block my hairline. My hairline like looking crazy right now.
Did you do the introduction to everybody? And let you know that we're back on again? I missed that part. I guess so. I
I'm
suppose. This is
back
kind of
on
quiet,
again.
This is weird,
Yeah.
Like, where's the hypeness? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, hype in
Where's
the chat.
Did you hyped in the chat?
Hype in the chat.
We back
Make
up
sure-
in the building.
My stuff still work. All right. Back on my
We are
Streamlabs
here.
or Stream Deck works all over
We are here again.
again. I thought
Yes,
this wasn't
again
the
and
corner.
again and again.
I thought next week's was the corner.
Next week is the corner. Yes.
So I got your
Next
glasses
week
on.
is the corner. Well, I'm doing twice today because this is an ode to the Cowboys. You know what
Oh
I'm
man,
saying?
I didn't even look at that. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's an
Where-
ode to the Cowboys.
I hope you don't wear that out in public.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna wear it out in public. That's the whole point.
Well, this is probably the last time you're gonna see Philly DC. Period. Make sure your VRAD SGLI is all updated, good to go. Cause this might not last long. Why would you wear that out in public?
Pause. This show is sponsored by Canada Dry Ginger Ale. Good to refresh your palate, and also good to drink your hooks with. Vodka, whiskey, whatever that may be. Canada Dry.
I gotta change my shirt.
Now,
I don't like my shirt.
what did you ask? I'm sorry.
Let me first of all, let me pause
Sure
this
look
camera. I'm tired of
good. That
moving.
look good.
Why would you wear that out in public? In Texas.
Well, for
In
a couple of
Texas.
reasons. For a couple of reasons. I give you 3 reasons. I don't give 2 ducks. I don't give 2 ducks. I don't give 2 ducks. That's why. I don't give 2 ducks about Texas fans. They garbage. They deserve to see me wear this. You know what I'm saying? They're straight trash.
When somebody
To
go
the
upside
Cowboys
your
fans that
head,
are pretty cool out there, like Miss Sylvia in office, I don't mean that because you're cool. But these other Cowboys fans.
when somebody go upside your head, I don't want to hear
That ain't happening.
nothing.
Did you see me,
Nothing.
bro? Do you see me? That ain't
Oh,
happening.
shit.
Do you see me? I'm 6'4", 200. Nobody ain't going up beside my head unless they got a strap. That ain't
Look,
happening.
there are some bigger people and smaller people who've
Nah,
gotten the
if
brake
that's the
speed off
case,
them
I'm
for
gone by
less.
then. If that's the case, I'm gone by then.
Okay.
A lot of times it's all how you look. You know what I'm saying? I have a very menacing look. At least that's what people tell me. I look very intimidating. So it's all in the chip too.
You have a menacing look?
Oh yeah, I hear that all the time. All the time. If I had $1 for how many times I heard that,
Who's
jeez,
saying that?
man.
Little 7-year-olds? 5-year-olds?
You trying to be funny, huh?
I'm just asking. Who's saying
funny?
that?
Is this unpopular celebrities or Comic View? Which one
You're
is
right.
it?
You're right.
You
What'd you
got
call
joke?
it? Comic Jam?
Yeah, Comic View, fool.
No, what's the other one that we talked about?
Comedy, Def Comedy Jam.
Def Comedy Jam. That's it. That's
Yeah.
it. Hey, I'm
Well,
just saying.
while we're doing our banter back and forth, I just want to welcome everybody to another episode of Unpopular Celebrities. I know usually I wear this garb on the corner, but we're going to do a special edition next week in honor of Thanksgiving. So you'll see it again. So just vibe with me today. You know what I mean? It's good to see you guys back. Jump in the comments. Let me know who's out there, man. We got a lot of good stuff to talk about today.
For sure. I gotta change my shirt. I still got my workout shirt on. I just realized that.
I see you got the posters in the background. That's better.
That's my old joint. That's my Steve Jobs up there. That's my Quincy Adams joint right there. I got my Kobe joint over there. Got my Charlie Munger over there. So maybe they'll go up. That's my the little one right there is all mindset.
That's interesting. Good.
Okay.
What's the hat back there?
That's a beret.
That's a beret?
Yeah, that's a beret.
Don't look like it. Okay, now I see it now.
Yeah, it's a beret.
Oh, you can't even see it, man. At least you could have put it on the shelf so you can see the flash.
Lucky I don't burn it. But I'm
I'll
gonna
say, well, why do you even have it hanging up then?
Just because it's in my way.
Tell us why you feel that way. Why do you feel like, or why did you say you lucky I don't burn it? Why would you say that?
Because it's mine. I could do what I want to do with my stuff. That's number one. Number two, I hope to never go back to that career field. That's number two.
Why? Tell us why.
you just like stirring the pot. You just stirring the pot right now.
I think it's a relevant question. You know,
we talk about this a lot. I think the two best.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
The best and worst thing about our career field is the same thing, and it's the people. I think we have a job that, oh man, I was just talking about this last week. It's just that people, sometimes they want to take it serious, like it's the most important job in the world. And other times they want to be like, it's basic, rudimentary type stuff. So let me give you a situation. So everybody, you know, you got two sides. You got your people who work flight and your back office people, right? Your back office people only show up when it's something to do. Like say there was somebody called into the base threatening to come on base and shoot everybody up, and they're off the highway. They'll be there in 10 minutes. You have all these back office people getting armed up, ready to go to war for one dude. One dude. But any other time, they're nowhere to be found. So say this happened at 2:00 in the afternoon. everybody back off is gonna come. 2 a.m, nobody's gonna come. So it's like when I'm available, I'll be there. But when I'm not, you deal with it. So then it's like people who work flight, like, bro, you're just getting in my way. There's so many reasons behind this. Like I said, the worst thing is our people. The best thing is our people. I met some of the coolest people in the world in our career field. Because we have a unique career field, right? You could, God dog it. You could be really you could be really smart and just slip up and be in security forces and thrive, or you could be really stupid, intellectually wise, and be in our career field mixed in with the smart people. So it's kind of, we have like a very EOD. EOD, you got to be smart and athletic. Like they don't have a lot of intellectually challenged individuals. I'll pause.
That is true. A lot of the EOD folks I've met are super smart guys.
Yeah.
They're super smart.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you got to defuse a bomb.
Right.
You don't want somebody who's dumb defusing a bomb.
Right.
Is this red or green?
Right. So, yeah, I just think our career field, and I know everybody has their things about their career field. Just my experience through my years with it. There's been really good times, but there's been really, 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 really bad times.
So let me ask you this. Give me 3 things that you think our career field needs to be better if you was in charge for the day.
What's up, Faith? Best thing my recruiter told me, if I got reclassed to join the career field with a low ASVAB, yeah, you can make rank really fast. 3, you said 3 things if we can improve it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Number 1, identity. We need an identity. We have no identity right now. We're like the janitors of the Air Force. So when shit is all over the place in the bathroom, they're like, where's the janitor at? And then when everything's great in the bathroom, nobody be like, man, that janitor is awesome. They just think we're just doing our job. So identity, number 1. Number 2, I think it goes along with identity. It's what's our purpose? Are we a jack of all trades, master of none type thing? Number 3, we scrutinize who can get into our career field by mental stability is the number 1 thing. And we need to focus a little bit more on that piece. They say we got the highest pull he's number to get into the our career field. You have to have, strong mental capabilities and stuff like that. But I don't think that's really a thing anymore. And I think number 4, we just need to stop overusing our people. Like we just drive people to the ground. The old people saying this is how it always is. The young people trying to change things to make it easier. The old people don't want it easier because it works. I will say it works. So.
All right. So just to recap, you said identity, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, all right, I'll start there. So don't worry, we won't be on this long. And this is just interesting piece because it resonates with me as well. So identity. I must admit, I wasn't much of a fan when we changed our name to security forces versus security police. It just, the acronym SF leads some people to believe that when they see it, they think special forces.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I think of security forces, it guess it gives you the idea where a jack of all trades, but a master of none. I think when I think of identity, I think of what is our main purpose. And if it is to defend the base, then everything else should be cut out, all of the extra meat. So when it comes to police services, we should contract all that stuff out. bring in civilians, let them run it on base, contractors, give them the ability to rank up and become flight chiefs and then operations officers and whatnot, cut the military out, have us focus on strictly just war fighting and protecting the base. So, in other words, we would just do security. That's it. And even then, at a small blip, we wouldn't do BDOC. We would
Damn.
have a small portion of folks protect the airfield. That's it. And the majority of your defenders would be abroad. In other words, doing missions for protecting the base or assets across the world. But we would not be focused on garrison security.
What
That's
up,
what I think
Jess?
about identity. Because in the end, our main thing is to be the grunts of the Air Force, right?
I might as well just join the army.
Well, it ain't about what you should have just joined. It's just you said identity, right? I mean, do you have a suggestion of what identity we should have?
Yeah, I think I don't disagree with you. It should be one or the other though. And then if I knew that's what we were, I'm like, well, I just go to the army and go to the infantry.
Yeah, I guess when I hear that, I'm thinking of it from an enterprise perspective, not from a individual perspective.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
most people join the Air Force because they don't want to be the Army
Right.
or the Marines.
Right.
But let's be honest, when you became a defender, it felt like you was in the Army. The way you were training, the way you were being talked to,
Yeah.
it felt like you was in the Army. Just
Yeah.
like, in fact, the majority of the training we were doing, at least when I came in, was from the Army.
Right.
When we were in the Air Base Ground Defense, the only curriculum we had was some handbooks that the Air Force created. But the majority of the training manuals were Army. Even our instructors were Army.
Right.
So real quickly, I'll go to the mental stability piece. I skipped number 2. I can't remember what number 2 was. Anyway, mental stability. I think that holds a lot of weight. There's a lot of people that should not be in our career field because they don't have the mental stability or fitness to be a defender. It takes a special person to do our job. It's not very intellectually labor intensive,
Mm-hmm.
but you have to have a lot of mental stability between the long hours you're going to work, dealing with the public, and the type of authority that you have. No different than a civilian police officers. So when you have an airman basic that can carry a weapon and they can pull people over or make the split second decision to use a weapon, that's a lot. I don't think we put enough stock in that. Like everyone in the military and the Air Force is supposed to be able to qualify on their weapon. But how many career fields carry a weapon every day?
1 or 2.
And then understand that they have to know, one, they can't consume alcohol within 8 hours.
Mm-hmm.
2, they got to get enough sleep. They got to be mentally ready when they arm up and carry that weapon all day. And then God forbid if they got some stuff going on at home, maybe some relationship issues, financial issues, and somebody pop off at you during a traffic stop or at the gate, you pull your weapon or your asp or your pepper spray, that's a lot of authority and responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we need to do a better job of screening our folks. Oh, one more thing, real quick, 5 seconds. Abusing our people, that's because we don't have enough people. And they expect us to do everything. So going back to your first point,
Yeah.
as far as our second, it was jack of all trades, I guess.
Yeah. At least like the maintenance people, I know they abuse their people because the jets got to fly, and especially when there's a lot of jets on the ground, they got to get them off. So there's a certain amount of times where they're like, no, we need everybody here. So I get they got their times, but at least they got a standardized job. Like egress deals with egress. Avionics deals with avionics. Fuels deal with fuels or whatever. We're just all over the place. 1 minute we're security guards. Next minute we're gate guards. Next minute were Walmart greeters. Next minute were law enforcement. Next minute were psychological therapists. Like, we're just all over the place. Next minute were medical. Like, we're just all over the place. But these are the people with the lowest ASVAB score. So it's like your engineers, people work on engineering, but they only have the SAT scores to be criminal justice majors. It doesn't make a lot of sense. Like, we expect a whole lot out of you, but not in the beginning. That's why I said, like, people that are intelligent in our career field that could be in any other career field, they just thrive in our career field. So it's easy to thrive because, I mean, you don't need to be that smart, but you do need to be, if you are, it helps. But just my 2 cents.
Only thing I would add, and we can move on if you like. I always looked at my career field as a career field in the Air Force, maybe with the exception of your operational specialty career fields like PJ, SEER, and whatnot. I always prided myself on being in a career field where military professionalism and discipline matters. That it was at the forefront, at the core of who we are. Even though some folks assume that we all have, or say we all have low ASVAB scores, because there are people with high ASVAB scores that are cops.
Right.
I mean, heck, I came in open general. I had a high admin score. It was like off the charts, at least according to what the recruiter said, but I ended up in security forces. You know why? Because they needed more people. I will admit my electrical and mechanical one was trash. I didn't know what a four-head screwdriver was, so honestly. But I always prided myself in knowing that I looked professional. I was taught to be professional. I had discipline. And I feel in some cases, the Air Force still values those traits out of cops. Because you look at the enlisted side, the majority of command chiefs are cops.
Mm.
And so to me, that says something.
Well, we're the biggest career field, so.
Well, no, it's not just that. Because trust, just because you're the biggest career field doesn't mean you're going to end up being a command chief. There's a lot of stuff that comes involved in that, and you have to get hired.
Right.
You look at the 2 senior cops as command chiefs, John Storms. This dude been in like 50 years. I'm exaggerating, but he's been at least for 36 years. He's at Northcom. Dave Wolf did a stint in PACAF, and now he's in ACC. What does that tell you? That's just 2.
Mm-hmm.
So I just think those qualities has diminished in our career field. I think it's because it's an emphasis on just doing the job. And I think those are the things that are hurting the career field, in my opinion. And I think it's personally sad. I really do. That's one of the reasons why I would not want to go back, because if I did, I wouldn't know how to function. I think the military, everything that revolves around the military, I hold dear. Again, professionalism, discipline, respect. I think that still matters. But I think today, most leaders in our career field, it's like, hey, leave the airmen alone. Let them do their job. It's all about the mission. Well, shoot, that's part of the mission, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it sucks being on a gate and it's 20 degrees and you still have to salute. That's your job. So what? It sucks being on the gate is 100 degrees. You got to wear a beret. So what? That's your job. It's your job. If your leadership is good enough, they will find a way to mitigate that. Maybe get you rotated every 20 minutes or whatever. But I'm telling you, your leaders set the stage of what is important. They sat down with us and they said, look, your first job at the gate is security, professionalism, and discipline. You will not leave that post within 5 feet of your gate shack. And when people come up, you will make sure every card is verified. If they're an officer, whether retired or not, you will render a salute. And if a senior officer asks for it, you will render a post briefing.
Mm-hmm.
It was like A to Z.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they do that anymore.
Not really. But that's what makes our career field easy is when you have leaders just set simple expectations and you can follow them. I mean, we just try to make it harder than what it needs to be. Try to prove a point, or I don't know what the reason is, to be honest. But we don't need to make it that hard. My man, Scott Roy. Oh, accountability is what separates high performers from the pack. When someone fails to meet the standard, call it out. When somebody exceeds the standards, acknowledge it. This reinforces a culture of winning. Sounds like some Patriot shit. Sounds like,
hey,
oh, shoot.
He's right. I'm hoping Bill Belichick would come to the Eagles, man. We can use that. I tell you, if the Cowboys got Bill Belichick, I would be worried. Oh,
Part of the mission is people, train the people, and they will follow you.
Yeah.
That's simple, huh?
Yeah.
Just that simple. I think there's a lot more to it.
You know, it's simple, but how many people don't follow it? Jeez.
Well, I think that look at Nick Ramsey. Take that hat off. I don't know what's up with the Cowboys, man. You know what? You brought up a thing, the interesting thing. Do you really believe if the Cowboys got Bill Belichick, they would turn around?
Oh, absolutely.
Do you? Okay.
You know,
okay.
I
believe you too.
Go ahead.
How long do you think it would take?
2 years.
Okay, go ahead.
Because they got the talent. Now, one would say, well, if that was true, why is it that Belichick couldn't turn the Browns around? Because he did coach the Browns before he went to the Patriots.
That was a long
but it was
time ago.
different. He didn't have the talent.
Right.
And he wasn't as wise as he is now. Like hearing this man talk, this dude exudes confidence, preparation. And that's what the Cowboys are missing. It's like they're just a clown show. That's all they are. But they got talent. Like this is how many people left the Cowboys from last year? Last year, what? They won the NFC East. They got booted out the first round.
Right.
But they had Dak. They still got him. They still had CeeDee Lamb. Jake Ferguson's came to his own. The line's a little bit shaky, but it's decent. And they got rid of Tony Pollard. And their defense, they still got Trayvon Diggs. They still got Lawrence. They still got Parsons. They didn't lose a lot of people. So why is it that for some reason they cannot get over the hump?
I want to say Nick Ramsey said Jerry Jones, which I agree. Scott Roy says Bill will change the culture with all that talent. I agree. I think Bill can do it because everybody understands how he is already. I don't think you can get a new coach like out of college or something like that to change him around. Like everybody know how Bill Belichick is already. People walk out of Jerry's world with titles the other night at the fight than the Cowboys had in the last decade. Dang.
That's a good one.
Hey, shots fired. Shots fired. It's definitely the culture. What's up, Charles Davis? Happy Sunday. Definitely a culture thing. And I think back to our career field, it's a culture thing. We have no identity. Kind of like we're like, you know what? The security force is like the Dallas Cowboys or vice versa, whichever way you want to say it.
Actually, you know what? When I gave it a thought, that has some merit.
Thank you.
That actually is pretty good.
Thank you.
Now think about it. Security forces have all the talent, a lot of talent. We keep getting kicked out at the first round of playoffs. And you got people complaining because they don't get the ball.
Right.
Or one day we want to be the running team. One day we want to be a passing team. We can't figure out what we want to do.
Right.
And we're living in the
selfish
past
people
all the
in there
time.
that want all the money, want all the fame. Yep.
Yeah. Good
And
point.
then we have
like that.
I don't even know who the owner of security forces is anymore. I know it's not Sherman anymore, General Sherman.
No,
Excuse me.
I can't remember who it is.
Yeah, so just need some identity. Just need some identity. Need to have some stability, identity, and what we're getting after. Because I'll be honest, this whole MCA crap look like it's, hey, we need more cops. So we're just going to train everybody to be cops, because you ain't going to take no cops and put them in there with the personnelist, or have them go out there, process people through Persco. They're going to lead that to the same career field.
So that's what I was saying
Who's
earlier.
Brian Filler? Oh, that's who the
yeah, he is a new one. Thanks, Nick. Appreciate it.
Like,
he said, "Who's Brian Filler?" But I will tell you, that's one of the things I mentioned earlier. The things that's great about our career field. When you talk about identity, I would actually include in folks who are not flyers in the Air Force. Like someone mentioned it the other day at this meeting. He said the Army has an identity. They're all soldiers. The Marines have an identity. They are Marines. The Navy has an identity. The Air Force, outside of the flyers, like your support airmen, your folks, they don't have an identity. And to your point about, you said MCA or mission ready airmen, as what they call it today. It's amazing to me. There's a lot of folks that still do not get that concept that if you go to a austere location and you're doing operations and you got to protect the base, and they say, we need 40 cops. And then they say, oh, we don't have enough cops. What about everybody else?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, last I checked, that's the whole point, that you're supposed to be able to qualify on your weapon. You're supposed to be able to defend yourself and others, right? So why is it that when they say, we don't have enough cops, we can't protect the base or the compound? Remember in Balad, everybody was carrying a weapon, even off duty?
Yeah. Yeah. Like the
What's
Wild West.
it any different?
Hey, I will say two things. So you can look at this two different ways. Point number one, to your point, that's how the Navy does. So if you're on a ship, everybody's a fireman. So if the ship starts burning out, we ain't got to be like, I need 20 firemen. You just grab 20 randos, cooks, plumbers, cops, maintenance people, whoever, and they're just going to go put out the fire.
Yep.
Somebody brought this up. A wise airman brought this up. And they said, you know what it feels like MCA is? You remember that scene in 300 where he was like, what's your profession?
No.
Fudge. Now I wish I could pull it up. But he was like, they were meeting up with the team that they were going to meet up to go fight the Persians. So when they met up with him, they were like, this is all the people you brought? You only brought 30 people or whatever. I brought 100 people or whatever. And he was like, what's your profession? He's like, I'm a potter. Another dude was like, what's your profession? Like, I'm a blacksmith. And then he went to his guys like, Spartans, what's your profession? Oh. And everybody got all hype. Right? Everybody got all hype. But this is what MCA is. We're like the team that brought up with 100 people, but we asked people what your job is. It's like, I'm a potter, I'm a fireman, I'm a I'm a maintenance dude, I'm a personnelist, I'm a services. It's like, but we all need you to fight one way, but it's like we haven't trained you to fight that way, and we think a little bit of training is going to work. So I think what's missing there in all this analogy is just the training. Like we figured that fire, like I said, the Navy with the firemen, they all go through that in basic, and they have reoccurring firemen training. Marines with riflemen, they all shoot all the freaking time. Certain career fields shoot a lot more, but not like us. Not like us. We got away from the fact that everybody's a sentry or sensor. Oh, thanks, Scott. DC, how would you, or what would you want to be done that will bring the
solidify our identity?
Oh, thank you. Yep. McCoy.
Okay.
MCA is over,
Uh,
I thought. MRA, MCA, I forgot which one it is now.
it's
Changed every
Mission
week.
Ready Airman now.
Okay.
So for Charles, what's up? Happy Sunday too. So
It's called Prime Beef.
when he says our identity, I'm assuming he means the Air Force, not just security forces. It goes to what you said. I think first the first issue is I think the Air Force sometimes is too smart for we're too smart for our own good. You know why? Why do we even put a name to it?
That's the prop, 100%.
Why not
100%.
say if I'm in a cop unit, like for instance, good example. You mentioned in the Navy, everybody on the ship is a fireman, right?
Mhm.
I remember my second or third tour in Iraq when I was doing convoys. The first thing the sergeant major said, you know, he was awesome too, man. I tell you, I was a mass sergeant at the time, but he was known as a tech sergeant. Okay. He said, everybody in this convoy is a driver. Everyone is a medic. Everyone
Yep.
is a turret gunner. Everyone's assistant gunner, a convoy commander. And he said, "Hey, you, what you doing on this mission?" He said, "I'm going to the fob. You know, I'm PA." He said, "Bullshit. You're an assistant gunner." And yo, when he took us through the training, yo, it was rigorous. You better damn near know how to change a tire or call it a 9-line medvac. But he didn't
Mhm.
call it mission ready airmen
Right.
or mission ready soldiers. It's like you do your damn job or
Yep.
we gonna die. So what's the harm in being in a logistics unit and you go up to a ground trans person and you say, hey, if we're deployed and you receive gunfire, what should you do? You're not
Call
gonna
call the
call
cops.
for the quick reaction force. You're like, oh, I'm going to speed through. I'm going to set up security or whatever. What if you have 3 casualties and they need a medevac? How do you call the 9-line? You
Mhm.
don't say, all right, guys, and I'm being facetious because they probably don't do it this way. This is just exaggeration. We're going to do mission ready airman training today. Everybody should know something about what everybody else is doing.
Mhm.
Isn't it the same concept like in sports? Like, as a running back, I need to know what the quarterback is going to do on this particular play because it's going to affect how I'm going to react, right? I mean, that's the problem. We shouldn't have called it mission ready airman. So the
100%.
airman looked at it as is doing more for less. That's
Yep.
the problem. So when you have a contracting airman and you tell them, hey, I need you to know how to operate this vehicle to help us repair a runway. I'm contracting. Why can't we get more engineers to do that?
Mhm.
Because if you're out on the base with us and we gotta launch jets to keep the enemy off our, you got to be able to help us repair the runway. Simple.
Mhm. I think that's like you said, it's so simple. And it's just like when we were in Iraq, it's like if something happened, we just reacted and responded. Like even if you had no training, if you had all the training, and then what you do in any situation, you look for the people who are the professionals and they tell you what to do. So I'm not saying you're going to be out there by yourself or like if somebody goes down, you need to know small stuff to what to do. And I don't care if you find it on TV. I don't care if you Google it. I don't care how you get the information to do small stuff until the professionals come. And I think that's where we lose identity is we have people that are MRA. They could do the job, but it's really the Band-Aid until professionals come. And if you're the only one out there, you're the only one out there. And McCoy just brought it up. We used to just say augmenting. It's simple. Like you remember the augmentee program?
It still exists. It just we hardly use it.
Right. So we didn't call them. I mean, it's basically MRA. That was what MRA was an augmentee program.
You know, it's funny. I was at this conference in DC a week ago, and they were going over the exercise at Mountain Home, and they took I think 30 cops there to protect the place where they were at, and then the review they were talking about how the base was overrun because they they said the base got overrun by the extra size enemy, right?
Mm-hmm.
They said, how did that happen? And he's like, oh, we didn't have enough cops. You should have saw the deadpan looks on their faces across the audience.
Right.
Like, what do you mean you didn't have enough cops? What did everybody else do?
It's their job. Their job.
But you know, it's crazy you say that because a lot of people said that's not my job.
Yeah.
Like, yo, I remember when we were leaving Afghanistan and we had those maintainers at
Ooh.
Davis Monthet that was over there. Do you ain't think they were manning the perimeter while people were trying to retrograde out of Afghanistan?
Yeah.
Shoot, they all got medals for that. Good on them.
Yeah. I don't know
Oh,
if you
Matt
can
Morris,
see.
the Savage is in the building.
Oh, you can't see the chat. All right. He said,
I see it.
Okay. We say MRA, but majority of units do not participate in simple basic exercise. Most leaders hide during those things. Of course.
Mm-hmm.
Because easy just to hide and just sit somewhere and nobody says nothing about you. And then they'll all say like, oh, I got to get my job. I'm worried about this. That's what all 3 of my deployments have been. Jet IA, always been augmented, never did Persco. Oh, you must be a 3F. Everyone's a century, literally in the man. What part of the Airman's Creed? A century and Avenger?
Yeah.
So okay,
yeah.
man, this brings up another great point. The very culty that we say this and don't do it. It's almost, and I hate to say this, none that comes from our unpopular celebrities is official. None of the conversations or comments represent us, DOD, or the armed forces as a whole, just our personal opinions. This is the problem. When you have the Marine Corps hymn, and I don't want to be in the Marines, when you have the Navy song, and I don't want to be in the Navy, I don't even know the Army song, but when you have those songs, they have meaning behind their words. We just have words. And you know what we want people to do is memorize them, not know what they actually mean or understand. We get mad when somebody doesn't memorize what the Airman's Creed is. Like, oh man, he got to cheat. He got to look at his dang cheat sheet. He doesn't know the Airman's Creed. It's one thing to know it. It's another thing to apply it. I would rather you apply it and have to look at your notes than memorize it and not apply it. Matt Morris said, yo, man, back to my point. Back to my point. This is Matt Morris is exactly my point. I know he's not mad. Much love to Matt Morris.
The Savage.
He is just looking like, oh man, he doesn't know what part of the Airman's Creed. It doesn't matter. Do I apply it? That's what matters. But when we're not applying something, hence when we're not at war or anything like that, nobody cares. All we're looking at is just memorizing. But when it's actually trying to do something, how many people are going to actually go out there and do it? Jake Sargent, the Chief Sergeant, bring back ORIs. Did they go away?
No, they're bringing them back. It's just at a slow clip. Some bases
So is everything. For not being ready as long as, oh man, Mick T. Ooh, wee. As long as you talk. Man, what happened to what was that thing we used to use? A coca or whatever it was. Are those things gone?
A coca.
Yeah. Are those things gone?
A coca?
Yeah.
To what context is this? What do you mean?
Oh man, now I want to type it in, but if I do, my stream deck's gonna go crazy. But just Google. Oh, it's an acronym.
Is it an exercise?
No, it's
is
an
it
acronym?
OODA loop? What?
Yeah, it's like that. It's like that. Somebody's gonna write it.
Is
in
it
the
an
chat.
exercise or is it just like
No,
what? Thought process?
It's almost like what's that other one? MetTC. It's like MetTC.
Oh, never mind. I don't care about that.
Okay.
A cola. I don't know that. All I know is Mick T. You talking about observe? You talking about
yes,
observe, orient, detect, act?
Yes.
Decide, act, something like that. OODA loop.
No, I'm done. Somebody else will put it in the chat.
You talking about security forces acronym?
No, well, Okoka is, but somebody else will put it in the chat anyway.
It sounds like you saying okra.
we making melodies and don't follow it. Yeah, you're 100%. It's crazy. Pride and tradition are still in infancy. Do you really think they're in infancy phases? Because it's been 75 fucking years.
Whoa.
Are we really infancy?
Whoa.
Would you say it's 75 anything
Whoa.
is infancy? Or do we just don't?
Whoa.
We just turn. It's like a light switch, or you know what? It's like a light dial. Sometimes we turn it up, and then we turn down the dim. We just don't want to burn out the bulb. So sometimes we know we need to shine light on it. Other times it's like, let's not worry about. Go ahead. I talked a lot. I'm done talking.
Wow.
I get fired.
Dooley, what's up? What's up? I see Dooley in the comments, man. You know that dude is in Greenland? How the heck did he pull that off? Dooley
How
in
did he
Greenland.
pull it
Anyway.
off? He was selected to go do a job. Unfortunately,
bump
we
that,
have had
man.
too
He
many
shouldn't
leaders
win,
with different
man.
ideas of what pride and tradition should be. The problem is everybody wants their version of what we do.
I love that. Ooh.
The 82nd Airborne doesn't get a new every 2 years. 100%.
Ooh, that's you get a comment. Oh, my bad. Wrong.
Oh, that was a good one.
Yo, you know what's great about what Jake said? Is that he's right. That goes with a lot of stuff. The Marines are great at this. They don't change nothing.
Right.
They don't change for nobody. Well, they
Nobody.
they tweak a couple of things.
Yes.
But they don't do massive changes like we do. Like they're like, look, that's what we doing and that's what we gonna do. Either get down or lay down, either or. We always like, oh, well, if we change this and modify this because this group doesn't like this and this group doesn't like that, and we don't include, like case in point. Remember when we used to say, what was it called? F-Tech? And it's like, oh, we need to call it F-Tech now.
Yes. Yes.
You know, we used to go, oh, it's the Airman Family Readiness Center. No, we need to call it the MFRC now. Like, and maybe that's a little bit exaggeration.
No, you're right. You're right. Hey, can you look at this chat? Or this comment, Matt Morris, the
Dooley?
savage.
Can't forget Dooley,
No,
man.
Matt Morris.
Oh, Matt Morris. Oh, Lord. Chief thinks you should memorize it. I remember a certain chief named Philly pulled me off the game, made me recite the SF General Orders.
Yes,
man, I feel bad, bro. Like I don't remember.
Yes, sir. That's crazy.
Matt Morris is a straight savage,
Look,
man. Savage, man.
Lipkin help me out. Okoka, observe and feel
Ah,
the
there
fire.
you
Come
go.
on, concealment.
There you go.
Thank you. Yeah, shout out to you.
I remember those bring back good
Oh man,
memories,
this is always a good one when it starts off. I'll probably get in trouble for this. I wish I had the dun, but probably get in trouble for this. But leaders preach about not being individuals, but they do something to solidify their own. Oh man, drop. Give you two
Oh.
Wow.
Did you know why I love he said that? Because Mike Tyson, did you see that interview Mike Tyson did with this little kid? Well, not a kid, it was a little girl. Did you see it? I'll do a quick highlight of it. Before the fight, this girl, she could have been at least 16, 17. She's looking up at Mike Tyson and she was like, hey, you're going to give us an opportunity, kids my age, to see you in the ring and see your greatness. Well, what type of legacy you want to leave behind? He said, legacy means nothing. It ain't nothing. We do what we do and we die.
Damn.
And he looked at her straight in the face and she was like, oh, shoot. He was like, you know, people, all they care about legacy is a word that people use and they get it from somebody else and somebody else and somebody else. And they try to, they do all these things to leave a legacy. We just die. You're not going to care about me. Nobody else ain't going to care about me. Well, my kids will care about me, you know, things like that. But that's it. And that's all that matters.
Nah, I didn't see that. That sounds like some Mike Tyson stuff.
But the reason why I said that's interesting is because, and we'll get to the Chiefs in a minute. First of all, shout out Kuzma, little bomb for the Chiefs out there. They just got promoted. But you got to think about it. When you go up the ladder, so to speak, and you make rank and you have the ability to affect someone's career, pour into it, it's not about you anymore. It's about trying to take care of the people that you lead and mentor to make them you one day and better than you. That's your legacy. It's not about how many awards you win or the jobs you get or the position you get. It don't matter. I would rather remember people for what they done for me.
Mm-hmm.
Case in point, 2 examples. Sergeant Greenwood, I talk about them all the time. Sergeant Scott Greenwood, Staff Sergeant Joseph Cabral. If there's anybody that I will never forget, it's them 2. Out of my whole 31-year career, those 2 guys has done the most for me than anybody. Because if it wasn't for them, I would have got kicked out.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I had an Article 15 and I was a dirtbag, them dudes still fought for me to go to ALS. And they retired as master sergeants. And if somebody would ask me who made the biggest impact on you in your career, it would be them 2.
Mm.
And they weren't chiefs, they weren't colonels, they weren't generals, 2 staff sergeants.
Right. Matt Moore said you had him at attention.
Dang, bro.
And the ops, can you put somebody at attention? I thought that was illegal. No, we couldn't.
How's that illegal? It's the military, man. Somebody help this guy. He thought it was illegal.
I thought only officers can put you at attention. That's crazy.
It's an order, isn't it?
Well, I can't talk if I'm at attention. So how's he getting a post briefing if he's at attention?
What you mean he can't?
You're not supposed to talk at the position of attention.
Lodge, what you talking about?
I'm gonna look it up.
You talking maybe in drill?
Somebody. Oh, it might be drill. You're right. You're
in
right.
drill.
You're right. Yeah,
Come
yeah.
on.
Good point. Good point. Good point. Air Force too much reacting to everyone's tendencies, things instead of insulating the formations of the military service. I agree. Exactly, Chief. When I joined, we were a military that managed our business. He already went out since we have became business in uniform. I don't think that's ever really changed. Maybe it has. I don't think it ever really changed like that. Oh no. Let me get my own camera. Hold on. Nobody say a thing. I know it's not working. Hold on. Where get this heck out the way? Oh no. Where's my join at? Hold on. Nobody say a thing. We'll get it. Dang, how my thing go out? All right. Yo, for once, I stay being correct. That's crazy. People remember you by how you make them feel and treat them above else. Yeah, all else. Yeah, 100%. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, you popped out. It's hard to transition to another thing. Do you want to talk about the Mike Tyson fight?
Oh yeah, we can go on to that. So
first of all, did you watch the fight?
Yeah, I watched the fight. I didn't get the official statistics from how many people watched the fight, but it must have been a lot of people because you know why? Netflix kept buffering the whole night.
Yeah. I think it was 70 million.
70 million. And
Yeah.
I think Mike Tyson made what, $20 million?
Yep.
To dance around for 8 rounds. So curious, drop in the comments. Curious to hear y'all thoughts. Good fight or no? And tell me why. So,
look at McCoy say, y'all got Netflix service. Chad Golf in the building.
Chad Golf in the building.
So He said, what it be like? I'm trying to school some people. 66 million people watched it.
Wow.
McCoy just trying to correct me just to correct me. Why can't you just say round up and just say 70?
Yo, you should
That's
see that dude
crazy.
on the Airman CO page, man. He's straight
What?
savage, boy. I tell you.
Oh man. But so you know what? I was sad Tyson didn't look like Tyson. It's like anytime an athlete is out there years over the hill, way over the hill, and try to do something athletic, that's what they look like. It ain't the same no more. Yep, good fight for them and Netflix. What do you mean good fight? One. Oh, I gotta talk to. We don't call Diamond One. We can't call him that no more.
Why not?
He don't like that call sign. We can't call him that no more.
Interesting. Who is Diamond One anyway? Anyway.
Keep saying all Vic,
Okay.
but it's not him no more.
I don't know who Diamond One is. Anyway.
Van Cleef Golf should know. But we
well,
can't
how do you know he doesn't want to be called Diamond One?
It came out in it came out AFSA, I think, for the first time worldwide or something like that. I don't know. Somehow it came back to me that we don't call him Diamond One no more. Look, everybody, who the freak is it? Pete, he corrected me on Friday as well when I called him Diamond One. Yeah.
What you supposed to call him? Just
Allsbig went to the academy. Oh, there it is. Nope. No, he's acting. Wait a minute. Dang, I feel like this is my career field. And I'm so out of touch.
Bakuvar is a female, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I think that's a female. I think that's Flossie's assistant or whatever. Anyway, let's move on, man. This is Scooby Doo. I don't care about that anyway.
Him and DC
Mike Tyson,
same age.
Jake Paul.
You and Mike Tyson same age?
No, actually, he's about 6-7 years older than me.
Oh, dang.
Hey, Davin, pause.
Is Davin?
I did that on purpose.
Devon.
Don't be coming in here like you on the Airman CO page, bro. He be like, this dude will put a post like there. I didn't get promoted because so-and-so didn't give me Strat and my unit is toxic. And then you'll see all these comments. You'll see Devon on there. He'll be like,
oh, okay.
Maybe you're the problem. I'll be like, he's a straight savage, boy. I tell you.
So
okay. So Mike Tyson, Jake Paul.
Yeah. So good money maker. Like Jake Paul is one of the smartest businessmen for using boxing to make money. And he's doing very well at it. But I think fighting Tyson is going to be the downfall of Jake Paul. Because who do you go to next? Like he said Canelo, but he wouldn't last 5 minutes with Canelo. Maybe 5 rounds. Dang, too many comments. How about Mike and that damn interview with his ass out? Did you see that?
Yeah,
he got interviewed by his pops, and it's like, who's the cameraman?
Hey, somebody said on my Facebook feed, I won't mention her name. She said, "Shout out to Mike Tyson, man. I know some people was disappointed by the fight, but you got a 56, 57-year-old man get in there for 8 rounds against a 26 or 36-year-old man. He did a phenomenal job. He's in great shape for his age. His butt cheeks look better than mine in a thong." That was good.
Okay. Can you put the paper bag on so we can get some stars?
Oh, you talking about the disgruntled Cowboys fan?
Yeah. We need
And
some
he's pissed
stars.
off. He said he ain't coming back over until the next Cowboys game.
He said he needs some stars. Martin
If
said
you
I
send the
didn't get
stars, I
promoted
can go
because
call
P
him
didn't
up.
know who Diamond One is. We ain't got no Diamond One. It's not Diamond One. So, the women fight. Oh, the women fight
look at
before the
that.
huh?
Look at Lifkin's comment, bro.
You are not unpopular anymore. Going live on Sundays, battling the Lord. The Lord and football. Sorry, flex. Keep pushing, my brother. Love the show. Thanks Thinking Tyson is going to knock out somebody is like DC responding to domestic and going. Not Sifmis, bro. We use Sifmis forever. We use Sifmis forever.
You know, I ain't laughing at that, man. I did my share of syphilis reports, man.
In forever. Syphilis is crazy.
I did syphilis, I did my share, man.
I could imagine you responding to a domestic, right?
First of all, you know what? I don't even know why I'm explaining it to you, man. I'm a legend in the game, man. I'm known to go to fights in the club and flip people over.
What'd you say?
I'm a legend, fool.
Oh my God. Tyson
I'm
Paul
known to
running
flip
all the way
people
to the mega
over.
waving it. Yep. Yep. So yeah, Tyson fight was what it was. I mean, I'm glad it was free. I dang sure wouldn't pay for it. No way in heck would I pay for it. Yo, don't disrespect Mayweather.
What I was gonna say. Hey, Devon, pause, man. Pause, fam. My one finger is deadly on the keyboard.
Pause.
Or should I say typewriter back in the day when I did my reports.
That's crazy.
Anyway, I digress. So my thoughts on Jake Paul Mike Tyson fight.
Yeah.
At first I was disappointed. I was, but when I took a second and put it in a different perspective, I was like, you know what? I will give him credit, meaning Mike Tyson, for doing the training to get back in the ring. I will give him that. First 2 rounds, he looked good. He got tired, but he's a 56-year-old man.
58 or 56, yeah.
56. He looked good. And I tell you, it was more of an exhibition. I mean, somebody made a comment online that Jake Paul was coaching him in the later rounds to keep his hands up or something.
That's
and
crazy.
He
so disrespectful.
Did a great job not knocking him out when he could have knocked him out. And if that was the case, shout out to him. But here's my real rub. My real rub is Jake Paul and us as human beings. Like, why are we paying to see this guy? What is it about this guy that people want to watch? I don't understand.
It's the same thing as villains. Any villain.
Get it. Like somebody in an interview asked Jake Paul, like, look, all you fight is these exhibition fights. You want us to take you seriously as a boxer. But all you do is fight gimmick fights. And then Mike Tyson looked at him and was like, what did you call me? What did you call me? He was like, look, no disrespect, champ, but you're 56 years old. How about Jake Paul get in there with somebody physically and age-wise equivalent to him? But we keep paying his money.
Because he knows once he loses, it's over. The hype is over. So it's almost like Mayweather, once he became undefeated and started being annoying, some people tuned in because they liked him. Some people tuned in just to see if he's going to lose. So Mayweather did the same thing. I think the only person he fought was Zab Judah that was at his prime. And that was way back in the day. But when he fought De La Hoya, he was past his prime. When he fought Canelo, he wasn't the Canelo he is now. So there's a lot of people that do that. But yeah, he is definitely just fighting villain fights. Yeah, he's a villain. People just want to see him get knocked out. We're looking for the hero, but I wish he would challenge me. I just need like 9 months, maybe 10 months of straight training. I'll be straight. I'll be straight. But
I'm glad Netflix made it free, or they made it free. And to Mike Tyson credit, I mean, he made pretty big purse for his family.
Yep.
So shout out to him for that. Glad he didn't get knocked out. I still will not forget the Mike Tyson I love from back in the day. In fact, after the fight, I went back and watched some of his old fights, and man, I tell you, he was really good.
I mean, yeah. Pete.
Hey, how
no,
many
comparing-
boxers have a video game named after them?
That's true. And Mike Tyson
How many
Punch Out will
boxers
live
have a
forever.
rap song named after them?
Yeah, Mike Tyson Punch Out. I'm not comparing Mayweather and Jake Paul. I'm just saying it's just like people tune into Mayweather to watch him lose. That was really it. Justin said, how about Bones Jones last night? Did you watch the UFC?
Yeah, we'll talk about that. So I will admit I'm not a big UFC fan because
We know.
I don't know why. But I did catch the last couple of rounds of the fight. And I did try to watch it, but I didn't know you had to pay for it. I guess some people in here don't pay to watch the fight, but that's another story.
That's
Anyway,
illegal. That's crazy.
so I'm not gonna mention their names to
Yeah,
protect the
don't-
innocent.
Don't get caught. Yeah,
Anyway.
that's crazy.
So I watched the fight. Beautiful spin kick from Jones. Beat the crap out of him. I like the Trump reference. That was interesting. It was good. It was a good fight, even though 3 rounds exciting. It was more exciting than the Tyson Paul fight, I'll admit.
Yeah, I mean, Stipe, he's like 40-something years old. No match for John Jones. John Jones is just, when you say the GOAT, there's like 3 people in the UFC. There's Khabib Nurmagomedov, who's the GOAT, John Jones, who's the GOAT, and maybe Mighty Mouse. Those are really
Wait
the
a minute.
3
What happened to
GOATs.
McGregor?
No, McGregor has never been the GOAT.
Wow.
He's
Are
like
you
the
serious?
Jake Paul of the UFC. He capitalized when the UFC was pretty much flatlining, and he rose the business because of the way he talked. Excuse me. He brought some WWE stuff to the UFC, which really helped them out. But McGregor will I would challenge anybody who says McGregor's the GOAT.
Wow.
Anybody.
Wow. What about Royce Gracie?
I mean, was he the GOAT? It was just different back then.
Oh my God.
McGregor's off somewhere hammered on his proper 12 risk. Yeah. I think he did a lot to himself too. Thank you.
Wow.
Yep, McGregor's an entertainer. That's it. I mean, he's good. He still beat the hell out of me, but I mean, he's good. UFC is like wrestling. Sorry.
Yeah, I would subscribe to that.
Like WWE wrestling, like Olympic wrestling. I mean, it's a lot of holding, but man, they can't just go out there and just slugfest it. There's an art to it. Like, there's a fighter that you didn't watch, Bo Nichols. He's like a 3-time wrestling champion. Like, he could pretty much dominate almost anybody on the ground, but he tried to stand up yesterday, and it was just a boring fight. Good point. GSP, definitely GSP. Randy Couture,
GSP, is that St. Pierre?
Yep. GSP definitely. I wouldn't put him over Mighty Mouse. I definitely like Pareda. He's gonna be a GOAT one day. Man, GSP is hard. Oh man, I wouldn't. He's not above John Jones. Maybe him and Mighty Mouse is the 2 I could see challenging him over. Charles Davis said, like, the WWE. How? Because the press conferences? Because the weigh-ins? Like, that's all for selling tickets, of course. Are they really mad at each other? No, not really. Did you see the Oliveira-Michael Chandler fight? You didn't see the fight before it. Great fight. Oliveira's a beast. And you know what's crazy about this guy, Oliveira? He's been fighting for like 14 years, 15 years. And at the beginning, the first probably 10 years, he was like up and down. Couldn't really make it there. But he wasn't bad enough to just kick him off the roster. Later on in his years, so like the last 5-6 years, yo, that dude is dominant, which is crazy. Usually don't happen like that. UFC is like an art. The art, the 5-year-old puts that ass so disrespectful. So disrespectful to UFC. I will say, I mean, I would say like Power Slap is like WWE.
Yeah, Power Slap is trash.
I can't get
man.
into it.
Man.
The highlights are cool,
Stupid.
but I couldn't just sit there and watch a Power Slap event.
Yeah.
5 rounds almost got crazy. Yeah. The 5th round did get crazy because he just came out of nowhere. All right, go ahead. Talked a lot about that.
Let's flip to the NFL then. Since today is NFL Sunday, got a lot of games on the docket. They're already in progress. So you got some big matchups today. You got the Steelers and the Ravens going on right now.
Yeah.
Matter of fact,
that's
going to be a good matchup.
Let me see.
Who would ever thought the Steelers would be this good this year?
Are they really that good?
Tell us why.
Well, let me see. It's 3-0 Steelers right now. And I know McCoy's a Ravens fan, so he's probably watching. So let's see who the Steelers has beat. They beat the Falcons. First game of the season. Don't count. They beat the Broncos, the Chargers. They lost to the Colts, lost to the Cowboys. They beat the Raiders, Jets, Giants, and Commanders. Barely. That's who they played. So I won't say they're that good. I won't say they're that bad. I mean, but they're not that good. Yeah, Power Slapped is owned by Dana White. Ravens, Eagles, December 1st. Ooh, he said, what we betting?
We ain't worrying about the freaking Ravens. Hey, I'll bet you right now, man, if the Eagles win, and they will, I don't even know you got an Eagles jersey, but you need to put on something. You need to come on Facebook, and I need a 5-minute dissertation of why the Eagles are great. And you need to change your Facebook profile to the picture of the Eagles helmet on your profile for 7 days.
That's a good bet.
Is it a bet?
Dooley,
sit your down, man. Cowboys is trash. You know, I want to talk about them anyway, but
we already
back
talked
to
about
Devon.
it.
Devon, is it a bet or not?
You see, the Eagles are real. They beat my Commanders.
Oh, Charles Davis, you owe me something, right? Yeah, I think we made a bet. Me and good old Charles Davis.
Saquon makes them scary. You know what? There's not that many good games on today.
Well, it's good to see the Cowboys lose to the Texans. Oh, Chiefs and Bills. That's a big matchup.
Yeah. Cowboys are off. You got the only good game is the Ravens and Steelers, Patriots and Rams, Browns and Saints, Colts and Jets, Vikings and Titans, Raiders and Dolphins, Packers and Bears. And Sunday night game is Bengals and Chargers. We won't be back on for Sunday night. Let me draw up the contract.
They said we won't be back on.
Yeah, I'm just going to watch the Chiefs and Bills. That's the only game I'm watching today. He said Bears and Packers. How is that a good matchup?
Well, it's Bears and Packers. It's a rivalry.
Sure, but I mean, Packers are 6-3. Bears are 4-5. Pete never talks about the Falcons. What's up with that? What you want to talk about?
Because he's a bandwagon hopper. That's why.
What you want to talk about?
Go ahead and play the little Niner game. Bang, bang, Niner game. Bang, bang, Niner game.
You want to talk about the #1 division leading Atlanta Falcons? Or I think we're tied. Nope. We're division leading. Of course we are.
Let's talk about the division leading Philadelphia Eagles. How about that?
Good conversation.
Let's talk about that. Because a lot of people thought.
Rivalry.
What happened?
He said he's a Bears fan.
Okay. Yeah. A lot of people thought we weren't going to beat the Commanders or the Cowboys. But pause. not only did we beat the Commanders, although it was a tough game, it wasn't for Saquon, we wouldn't have won. But a win's
Facts.
a win.
Yep.
We are still, hate as much as I hate to admit it, we are not as good as the Detroit Lions. But
No.
we're the second best team in the NFC.
You know what's crazy? I
Second
predict
best.
now y'all gonna play the Falcons in the first round of the playoffs and gonna lose handedly again.
I'll double down on that. That ain't happening.
Again.
We're a different team now, player. We're a
Hurts
different
stealing
team now,
touchdowns
fam.
from Barkley.
I would
That's
rather play
facts.
y'all than Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay, we just can't crack Tampa Bay for some reason.
Y'all lost against us.
Y'all was a drop pass. Man, sit down, man. Please.
A win's a win.
Please.
Ain't that what you said?
Please.
Win's a win.
Please.
Win's a win.
Y'all ain't gonna do it again?
Because we probably won't see y'all.
No,
We're
man.
the
Yeah, because y'all ain't gonna make the playoffs. That's why.
First of all, we're number one in our division.
Not for long.
Who's gonna beat
NFL
us? I
stands
think we're
for not
about
for
2
long.
games. Let me see. I think we're about 2 games in the standings. Yep, 2 games.
Let's talk about the demise of the Cowgirls for the Cow Clowns for Dooley Island.
Dooley, man. Yeah, this is what happens when you pay too little people too much money.
Hold on. Before you continue, go ahead. Hold on.
You said before you continue, hold on.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So this is what happens when you only pay a couple people a lot of money in a football team. This ain't basketball. This is football. You lost pretty much your whole line. You just need to figure out, get Jones out of there, put him in the box only, and just move on. Because right now it's just over. Y'all ain't never coming back. Broke my fantasy team. Should Rodgers retire? Yeah, Rodgers retire. Yeah, this would be his last year. Yeah. You know what's crazy? The Jets were actually better with I forgot the quarterback last year. Who?
Darnold?
No, the
Wilson?
Jets. They had the rookie. Wilson? No.
Oh no.
Anyway, Dag bro attack. What?
Dag bro attack. I don't know. It's Cowgirls fans. They delusional. That's why he can't even type right.
Cowgirls had a chance to sign Harry. Jerry's not cheap. Did. He damn sure not cheap because he paid Dak and CD. Thank you, Zach Wilson. Thank you. Yeah. This is why the Cowboys fans are delusional, because they get talked about even when they're so. Yeah, hey, Charles Davis is 100% right. We don't ever talk about the Browns. We don't ever talk about the Carolina Panthers, but we talk about the Cowboys. Partly because Philly DC is here and they're in the NFC East. And everybody has these stupid high expectations for them every year. It's like, the definition of insanity. Like, how are you going to think that the Cowboys will ever be a division-winning team again? I mean, they won last year.
No, they
barely.
They won last year. The question is,
y'all let them
win. The question is, when will the Cowgirls, or I'll take it, they have descended down from Cowgirls to Cow Clowns. When will the Cow Clowns actually go to a Super Bowl? And you know why? Because they believe their own hype. That's why they need a coach like Bill Belichick. Because they are living in the past, and the media hypes them up so much. They think they cannot do anything wrong, and they always fall flat on their face. They need like a gut check. If I was Bill Belichick and I got hired, I would remove all the Super Bowl trophies out of view from the players.
That would be
I would remove it.
First of all, Jerry Jones would
start
have
all over again.
Jerry Jones might have a heart attack and a fit.
And that's part of the reason why they suck, because he is living in the past. It's no different than the Jets owner. Why would the owner continually get in front of the cameras and talk about the state of his team? That's not his job.
I mean, true. No other owner does it. What's the Patriots owner's name? Robert
Kraft.
Kraft. He don't do that.
Nope.
what's the Rams owner name? I forgot his name. He got nice. He got a funny name, but he don't ever do it. It's just Jerry Jones.
Yep.
Hey, can we start a star train in the comments? If y'all would donate some stars to unpopular celebrities. If you're watching on Facebook, which a lot of people are, you can go on Facebook and you can donate some stars to us. It really help out the show and give y'all some love too while we're doing it. But we need to continue this show. We need some money. We just need some loot. We need some loot. We need y'all help. We need y'all help. Jerry Jones traded for the wide receiver from Carolina and gave up more draft capital than the Chiefs did with D-Hop. The wide receiver they got can't even get active for a game and absolutely suck. Dang. What about Deion Sanders? Ooh.
I can
Shout
see
out
that.
Scott Roy for the 99 stars sent two
Yes,
times.
sir.
2 times.
Yes, sir.
Go get the train. Get the star train rolling, man. We appreciate you. Get that star train rolling. All right, Deion Sanders. Let me give you that like on Facebook.
I can see that happening. But I take it back. That would be a great pickup for the Cowboys. But who would that hurt Deion Sanders' legacy? Even though I said earlier legacy don't matter. Rather, Mike Tyson said it. It would be a bad idea for Deion to do that. You know? I mean, when he left his previous football team to go to Colorado, that caused a big stir. And then for him to leave Colorado to jump to Dallas, I don't think that's a good idea.
So, what about drafting his son after they just paid Dak, made him the highest paid player?
We don't need another LeBron son thing. Please, not another one.
Yo, we're trying to start the star train. So if y'all can send us some stars, man, we appreciate it. It only costs y'all $1, but it keeps us running. Really appreciate that if y'all can send us some stars, and it changes your profile picture too. I have to update that so you are always a star contributor to the show. That's bad idea for Deion. Bad idea for Deion. I agree.
Yes.
You know, he is taking over college. Really helped out the Colorado team to be where they are. Do you think Colorado's going to make the championship?
Yes.
Dang. No, not even no thought about it.
They will make they'll be
playoffs,
one of the teams in the playoffs. Yeah, they'll make it. I think they've got too much momentum.
Yeah, that's true.
And I think it'll be big for NCAA to include them. So they'll find some way to get them in there.
Yeah. Yeah, I think drafting his son, though, it's just like you just paid Dak all that money. You can't go back on it now. He got Colorado in a good spot right now. Yeah. Because once he leaves, Colorado's going to go right back to what Colorado was before he got there. Man, talk about transfers. Goodness gracious. Colorado going to have like 12 people transfer out.
Ooh, he'll burn a lot of bridges.
Bridges. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah, they haven't played no one. You're right. The only teams they played, they lost. Who's that? Nebraska, I think. No, it wasn't Nebraska. Was it Nebraska? They played somebody and lost. The only like ranked team. But they're a lot better what they were last year. Lot better.
So another interesting question. Do y'all think Travis Hunter should be the Heisman winner?
I do. Now, I can't go through the people and compare him against people, but definitely say he should be in consideration. Yeah, they lost against Nebraska and they lost against Kansas State. That's 2 teams they played. And they got nobody left. Kansas and Oklahoma State. They ain't got nobody playing this. Oh, it's still not showing the stars, but we see the stars. Yep, Nebraska. Kansas State, my wife's alum matter.
Alumni.
Yeah, Kansas State. Ew. No doubt. But
I
yeah, I
guess on
think
the
Travis.
latest Fox
I think
Sports poll, they got Travis Hunter number 3 now and
yeah,
the finalist.
I think he should be considered. That's about the right spot. That's the right spot.
What's this Dylan Gabriel from Oregon? Is he that good?
Mm-hmm.
Really? Or is it just his team?
Oregon's what they ranked number 1, right?
Yeah, number 1.
Yeah.
You think that's why he's being
of
told?
Course. I mean, when you have the number 1 team in the country, somebody got to be doing something for him. Who cares? They haven't so-called played no one. They only won 1 game 2 years against those. Dang.
Savage.
Yeah, goodness gracious. I mean, they're Colorado. It ain't like we're talking about Alabama. It's Colorado. Roll Tide. Like, who are they going to play? Let's put the 1-win season 2 years ago into perspective. Yeah, I thought they had 4 wins last year, or maybe 3, because they got off the gate. They started off the gate with like 3 wins because they beat. Oh man, who was that first game against? Boise State, BYU. I can't remember. Anyway,
well, it'll be good to see Colorado in it. Deion is just like Jake Paul, man. He's got people that love him. He's got people that hate him, and I think it'll cause a lot of press for the NCAA if they made it.
So I guess the Star Train has came to a stop.
I don't even think it was a train. It was a skit.
Didn't really get started, but thanks, Scott Roy. I appreciate it. That's why you get the shirt. Dang it. You're right, but
y'all got pockets now. Some of y'all voted for Trump. Y'all said the economy is going to be better. What's up with the stars?
Okay. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Anyway, I guess we'll cut the show now.
No, the Chiefs. I thought we was going to talk about the Chiefs.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Yeah. Matter of fact, let me give you your own screen. And you go ahead and talk about the Chiefs. There you go. All you.
All right. So first, I want to say congratulations to all the folks out there who made Chief Master Sergeant last week. Official release was last week. Got the opportunity to recognize the folks who were local. For those that made Chief, we had about 6 or 7 within my formation. So I had the opportunity also, along with a couple other command chiefs, to talk to the promotees at JBSA to share
Charles
some words.
Donated 99 stars. Man, Thank you, Charles.
That picture of Devon with a referee outfit on is scary. It just popped up on my feed. Anyway, okay. So here's my advice to the new chiefs. 1, making chief to me is like a marathon race. You know how you run a marathon race, you're tired, and then you see the finish line. Crossing the finish line, breaking the tape is making chief. Because after you make chief, there's no more promotion, no more awards. So you have 3 different chiefs. One that crossed the tape and one that falls to the ground and they lay there. Damn. I would equate that to chiefs who lay there, that they made it, now they're ready to go. They're like, hey, I made it. There's nothing else. I'm going to do my 3 years. If I'm lucky, I might do 1 year and put in to cut my entitlement out so I can get out early. Then you had the Chiefs that cut the tape, keep running full sprint, and they pushing other Chiefs out the way. Mm-hmm. I would equate that to Chiefs who are just looking for the next job or the next position, and they're doing everything they can to get to it. Tap dancing, yes man, on the back of airman, whatever you may call it. Those are those Chiefs. And then you had a third chief that crosses the finish line and they jogging. And they just keep jogging. To me, those are like, look, hey, I'm here. Now I'm going to keep doing work. And at the same time, I recognize it's not about me anymore. It's about helping other people. So I'm going to keep on jogging. If that road goes to just staying at the squadron, I'm good with that. If that road means going to be a leader as a career field manager or MFM, I'm good with that. If it's command chief, I'm good with that. They just keep jogging. So be number 3. And then remember, yes, you're a Chief. If you were ever Jordan, you're no longer Jordan no more. You're a Pippen. Which means when you're walking with your commander, you're not the center of attention. It's your commander. You're there to support your commander. So if you get to this point, because like some people, when they see you as a Chief, you're larger than life. And they always say, what did the Chief say? The Chief said this, the Chief said that. Don't get your head so blown up where you forget you support your commander. Congratulations. Over to you.
Not bad. Shout out Charles Davis for your donation of the 99 stars. Can you get a woo for that?
Oh,
yeah!
There you go. Congratulations, Scott Roy, again. So yeah, congratulations all y'all Chiefs. Some of y'all will be bums. Some of y'all be really good. And we'll just see where it goes.
Take Dooley to say some crap like that.
What'd you say?
He said Robin, not Batman. You're Pippen, not Jordan.
Yeah,
Who wants to be Robin?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Why
can't he say Pippen
Robin
and Jordan?
Corny.
That's crazy. I don't know.
Yeah, shout out to Scott Roy.
Yep.
Shout out to Nicholas Jackson. Shout out to Taronda Hunter. Shout out to Deronda Parks. I saw her at the. Okay, I'm confused with that one.
Because Nicholas Jackson, Niners fan.
Okay. Anyway, shout out to all those, man. I'm extremely proud of them. And unfortunately for those who did not make it, hey, don't fret. It's all good. It's not an indictment on your effectiveness as a senior NCO.
Damn.
It's just, there's so many factors that come into it. I mean, like you got the board, you got the people on the board, you got the way your report was written. There's not much you can control. But I would ask, get with some of the folks that you trust the most. Look at your score that you received on the board. Look at your records, and you just mount up, get ready for next year, man. You're going to get there. It's not that hard. It's not hard. You just won. You got to remember, I'll get these tips out. The make Chief is more than just performance. The key factors are, one, you have to have a village, meaning your respect, your character should be in high regard where you work at. In other words, on your base. If you're going to other people that are not in your squadron and they remember who you are for what you've done for them, you're already going in the right direction. Because Chiefs, you should be able to help everybody. It's more than just your AFSC. And then two, just don't focus so much on the board score. Focus on what you've done that year and what you can do more of, to not just for yourself, but for your unit, for the wing, and for airmen. Frame it in that perspective. Because there are some people who made Chief that probably shouldn't have made it. Let's be honest. There's some that probably shouldn't have made it. And that's the flaw of the board. All they're doing is looking at records. Yep. That's it. So, yeah.
All right. Well, you ready? Well, unpopular celebrities. Appreciate it. Make sure we covered everything. I think we covered everything. But appreciate it, man. Appreciate y'all coming in here. Enjoy your football Sundays. Chiefs or Bills? DC, who you got? I got the Bills. Who you got?
I'm rooting for the Bills. Somebody beat this team, for crying out loud.
All right.
Jeez.
Who in your heart do you think is going to win?
Chiefs.
Dang. Okay. I got the Bills. We'll see what happens. Like I said, Chiefs just don't beat themselves, so you got to go out there and beat them. Wonder who y'all got. Good luck on y'all football team. Good luck on your work week. Thanksgiving coming up in 2 weeks, so hopefully you are thankful for different things that will be happening Thanksgiving, and we'll come back that Sunday of Thanksgiving, football Sunday, Thanksgiving. and just give y'all a shout out. Thank you for the donation from Scott Roy and Charles Davis, man. We're hurting on the financial piece. So we'll keep putting great content. And if you guys want to donate, we appreciate that. And we will come back to you in 2 weeks.
Yes. And no, we'll be back next week.
Next week.
Yeah. So we're going to shoot for you guys to get on this Thanksgiving weekend. So we're probably going to talk about like favorite Thanksgiving dinner, worst dishes, potlucks. So it'll be great to get a couple of you guys on with us for about a minute, talk about your Thanksgiving memories and things of that nature. So we will put something out early to remind you guys on Sunday. Next week, we're going to have a Thanksgiving the Corner episode. It should be fun and interesting.
Dooley, you
and
can
then
bring
if you're
your
not
recipes.
subscribing to YouTube, subscribe to our YouTube.
Three
Subscribe.
away.
Three away from 200. Come on, y'all. If you have not subscribed
Just
to our
three.
YouTube, matter of fact, put the camera on me. Put the camera on me right
hold
now.
on.
Put it on me right now.
Goodness
Put it on me
gracious.
right now.
Go ahead.
There you go. Now look, come on, man. Really? If you have been listening to us this long, you enjoy our content. You love being here because it gives you a feeling. It makes you feel good on Sunday, get you some laughs and such. And you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel? Come on, man. All you got to do is type in www.youtube.com. Go in the search engine, type in unpopular celebrities. When our logo pops up, hit the spot that says subscribe. If you don't know if you subscribe to us or not yet, look at the icon. If it says subscribed, you are good. If it does not, you need to subscribe. Man, subscribe to us and give us some stars to support. Help your boys out, man. We trying to continue this show, man, to help you guys out, man. We just need y'all help. It's hard, man. It's a lot of work. Good looking out. Dietrich Glover, man, my man. 50 grand. Thank you for that, man. Help a brother out, man. We just two guys in the Air Force. We try to support and keep you guys happy on Sunday, man. It's a safe space. It's a safe space for you to talk about whoever and whatever you want.
There it is. Daddy Glover just subscribe. Derek Glover just subscribe. You see it on your screen.
Yeah. But yeah, so
2 away.
Again,
2 away.
Please subscribe to our channel on YouTube. Thank you.
All right, for that public service announcement, we'll put out some good shorts from this video, so help y'all subscribe. Hopefully you see it across the what they call that, short form content, and we'll go from there. 2 away. I was hoping we were gonna get 2 before we got off, but don't look like it's gonna happen. Thanks, Scott. Appreciate you. Yeah. All right, gonna go watch some football. I'm not watching the early games. Let's see the scores real quick. We'll talk about the scores while we're still trying to get 2 subscribers on the YouTube. Hold on, let's see the scores real quick.
Check if you're still in the chat. Check and see if you subscribed or not. It's pretty easy.
So Lions is up 14-3 against the Jags. Patriots 7-0. Saints on the come on, Browns. Saints beating the Browns 7-6. Colts are beating the Jets. Man, them Jets. They're supposed to have this great defense and all this. 10-0. Vikings up 7-3. Dolphins up 7-3. And Packers are beating the Bills. Or excuse me, the Bears.
We got another subscriber.
Let's wait. Here we go. Man, look, 1 away. Are we 1 away?
1 away, guys.
Let me check.
1 away.
Yeah, 1 subscriber away. 1 subscriber away. Oh my goodness.
1 away.
We gotta get there. We gotta get there. But
let's go.
I'm surprised your stuff didn't pop up on the screen. Give it a second, man. Maybe it's gonna take a second. You know, it's gotta across different platforms. But big win today for the Falcons. So if y'all want to watch the Falcons beat the out of the Broncos, even though the Denver Broncos are favored. Denver Broncos are favored.
I bet
Cowboys
you
21-0. We up. Who y'all playing? Yourselves? Y'all scrimmaging?
Who? Us?
The Cowboys. They 21-0.
who
They
cares?
scrimmaging?
Oh man, duly sit down somewhere, man.
How about them Cowboys? Yeah!
Sit down somewhere.
Who are
Dooley,
the
are you
Cowboys?
subscribed?
That's a great question. That's a great question. Dooley?
Let's sit your dumb ass down.
Kaboom.
We got 8 people
Double
still here, yo.
kill.
Check and see if you are subscribed or not. If you're not, hit the button, man.
Why didn't it come up on the screen? I'm sorry, Justin. Your stuff should have came up on the screen. I'm kind of upset it didn't. What's my alert?
Everybody knows you never go full retard.
Dang, it's crazy. Dooley said no.
Well,
So
you gonna
disrespectful.
subscribe, you
So disrespectful.
dirtbag?
So disrespectful. You just let's go Steelers. Your Steelers not looking to. Oh no, they're up.
Steelers
They're
are up.
They're up. Yeah. Barley. Man, 3-0. You want to be a close game against them. Let's go Seahawks. Seahawks fans. Oh, he just did. No way Dooley Allen was the 200th subscriber. Let me see.
Oh,
No
we
way.
made it.
Woo!
We got it?
Yay!
Yay!
The big dose
That's
still zero.
crazy.
Duel of the 200
Cowboys fan can't even subscribe so fast.
Wow.
Man, why ain't it popping
Wow.
up? I'm so sorry it's not popping up. That's pissing me off. Because y'all earn y'all
Wow.
respect. So I don't know why it's not popping up. That's pissing me off. God, dog.
Wow. We made it though.
Oh, we made it. Let me give you your own
2-0-0.
screen. Let me see if it'll pop up. Give it 2 seconds on its own screen. 200. Wow. We started with 0. Big milestones.
Hey, look, y'all. I just want to thank you, give you a big thank you to
We
everybody
got a
that
t-shirt.
subscribed to our YouTube channel. We appreciate it. We hit the milestone that we were shooting for at 200. And that's thanks to all you loyal fans. Shout out to Daryl Dooley Allen. I would say something mean about you, but I'm not because it's crazy enough. You're the 200 subscriber. You'll get your goddamn t-shirt. So we'll send you your t-shirt.
He
There you have it.
already has one.
Oh, yeah, right. He's
He
going
has
to get
an
another
old
one, right?
He has an old one.
Yeah, he'll get the new one.
Oh, Lord. What size you wear, Dooley? I know you probably rocking
Probably
a
extra
medium.
small.
Yeah. He wants a medium.
Probably extra small.
I'm mad this didn't pop up. I'm super mad. We can pass the paper
Everybody
bag
want
for
to see the
DC
disgruntled
last
Cowboys
week.
fan.
Man, everybody likes the coins. Yeah. Man, I'm mad this didn't
Somebody
pop up.
said, somebody mentioned, who was it mentioned what the Django was going on here? Like, what kind of stuff was that?
Extra large.
Extra small.
He said, I'll take the. I got you. Hey, Justin, I got you, man. DM us with your address, man. Dooley, same thing. Because I don't know. Oh, you're in Guam. That thing might take a month to get to you.
Who?
You get your shirts in 2 years when you have 500. Yo, he be playing me about this shirts. That's crazy. Each one of y'all get a personal note from us and a t-shirt. So send us that stuff. Shout out to Chad Goff for being a Stars member. You see the star in the chat. If you want to be a star member, Dooley Allen, go ahead and donate some stars for the next show because we getting off this show. Be back next week. 2 weeks.
I know he's in Greenland, not Guam.
Oh, Greenland, my bad. Greenland. Same thing. Guam, Greenland, same thing.
Hey,
Y'all
Dooley,
have-
just for you, I'm gonna send you this hat.
That's
So you can
crazy.
wear it.
That's crazy. That's crazy. All right, we out of here, man. Unpopular celebrities. We out.
We out.
Peace.
Charge.
Chief, your note came with your shirt. Don't tell me it didn't. I'm such a failure. If it didn't come with your shirt, I'd be so bad.
Such a failure.
I need toilet paper. All right, we out. We out. One more time with the charge. Go ahead.
Charge.